Here's how. Ryan, would you like to tell our audience what the rules of the game?
Yeah, so Two Lies and a Truth, also known as the Liars Club, is a wonderfully popular game where you are give us a word, a very crazy word, a very unknown word, and each of us is going to give you a definition of that word, and only one of us is telling the truth, and the other two, well, they're full of it. So you get to vote and choose who is telling the truth. Now, there's no Googling, there's no asking your neighbor. It's all in your mind. So
Okay,
good
so
luck.
the word every week we have a different letter. So we are now up to the letter N as Nancy, and
Wow. All right.
the word today is narrowback. Narrowback.
Narrowback.
Yes.
Yes.
So as always, Ryan, you go first.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Okay. Well, I
what's the
happen to know this
definition?
word very well because my dad called me this growing up many a time. And for those of you who don't know, a narrowback is one who does not engage in physical labor. And now I tend to work with my mind more. I spend a lot of hours at the piano, of course, but out there digging and sweeping and things, not my thing. So a narrowback, in essence, is somebody who doesn't engage in physical labor for one reason or another.
All right, so one who does not engage in manual labor, that would be
Yeah.
your definition. So I guess that I'm a narrowback as well. I mean, I do some manual labor, but not as my job, you know.
But
I mean, unless mentalism
exactly.
is maybe defined like this. All right, thank you for your definition, which is complete
Totally
lie.
accurate. What?
It's
Okay,
complete.
Alan. How about you? What say you, my friend?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is actually, and it's makes sense. An Eurobag is it's a bird from South America. Actually, you can find it in Peru, in the south of Peru, and in the
Hmm?
north of Chile. And it's called narrowback because it doesn't really have a narrow back compared to the body, but it has like a different color in the back that goes like this. So it looks like it has like big shoulders, and then the back looks very narrow, but it's more of an optical illusion because you see it from far and you think that the bird looks like this, but in reality it's not like this. It's just the color gives you that illusion,
Hmm.
and it's what's called narrowback in the Aboriginal language, and it was translated from there to English, and it's narrowback, and that's the real meaning of what narrowback means. Okay, so it's a South American bird. So, Nate, would you like to?
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are you guys are very creative, but I'll let our audience in on the actual definition of a narrowback. A narrowback is somebody who doesn't care about anything, and this goes back to if we have. I grew up watching football. If you guys have any sports fans who uh, are fans of the history of the game, 1965 Notre Dame versus Purdue in the snow. Their fullback William Robinson is blocking. The running back comes up behind him, gets stripped. The ball goes on the ground. Robinson, the fullback, grabs the ball, runs, and he's so excited as he scores in the wrong end zone. And the fact that the fullback was actually quite narrow led people to think of this as first somebody who isn't very bright, but eventually it got a more precise, narrow definition to somebody who doesn't care about anything. So that's the story on narrowback.
So basically, your definition, which would be C, is one who doesn't care about anything.
Somebody who doesn't care about anything. They're just so
Okay.
caught up in everything else
Hmm.
that yeah.
All right, all right. Well, I'm not sure I believe it. So those of you who are joining on YouTube and Facebook, you can still put a comment, and we can still bring it in. Like we have here Omar that joins us on Facebook, which is also, I think, a musician. It says Waha. So
Hmm.
you can also put whatever you think the word is, okay, on Facebook or YouTube. We'll post it here. But if you join us on Zoom, you get to actually vote. So let's put the poll up, and let's see here. Where is the poll? Where is the poll? There we go. And launch the poll. There we go. Everybody, go ahead and vote. This is your moment. Yes. So for those of you who cannot see Nate, he says that it's one who doesn't care about anything. I say it's a South American bird. And Ryan says one who does not engage in manual labor. By the way, if you notice, labor is spelled labor like this on the screen, but on Zoom it's spelled like the UK version. So we have a little variety for everybody. So let's see here.
Very nice.
Yeah. So we have 29 out of 40 that voted. So please go ahead, vote. You should see it on your screen. Just click it. Get off the sofa and go over there and just click. So because your vote really counts here. So up until now, wow, a lot of people believe me, obviously, because I'm a trustworthy individual. Nate, not many people believe you. I mean, and your spiel sounded pretty convincing to me, but hey, apparently this audience knows better. So we have 36 out of 40. I think we're gonna let me see. Do we have anybody? Okay, on Facebook, YouTube. They just don't care. They're gonna watch the rerun. All right, so it's done. We had 36 people out of 40, 90% vote. That's pretty good. So let's end the poll and share with you the results. So according to the audience here, and I don't know if I can bring it in. Let me see if it's possible. No. Okay. So according to our audience, I won. 15 people voted for me. Okay,
Really?
South American bird. Yeah, listen, it makes sense. 13 people voted for you. Okay, Hey, Ryan, and only 8 voted for Nate. Oh, wah. Okay,
Pretty close race though. Pretty close.
Yeah, well, no, not close between us, but Nate is way behind. Nate, if it counts, you were very, very convincing to me. If I wouldn't know what's the meaning, I would maybe vote for you. Okay, so the actual meaning, the person that is telling the truth, on the count of 3, the person that is telling the truth, go ahead and raise your hand. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Got you narrowbacks out there.
Yes.
I was telling the truth. Yes. One who doesn't do manual labor, huh? All right,
Yes.
Alan. That's a good word today. It's a
That was
great
a good
word. I
word.
wonder where that word actually came from.
It came from a dictionary.
Well,
Like, 'cause
Yeah.
I
All right.
I don't know all these words. So Ryan, you got everybody. And normally we have such a very smart audience, and normally they get
They're
it. Normally they're on top of it. But today we manage. You know what? But hey, it's just that I was very convincing. That's what it was. So.
Well, that's usually what it is. In fact, I'd like to know how many people guessed that, or how many people actually really knew the definition of that word. Maybe in the comments if you like
So
it.
yeah,
Always
yeah.
fun.
So.
It's always
So
fun.
go ahead, put it in the comment if you voted for that word because you actually knew that word. We would love to know if you actually knew that word or you just guessed.
Believed.
Okay, just believed Ryan. So go ahead and put it in the chat. And we would love to know because sometimes after the show I get somebody emailing me and saying, hey, I knew that word because this half means this and that half means that, and it makes sense. Which I didn't know about it. But go ahead, you can put it in the chat. Hey, Nate, thank you so much for participating. Appreciate it. See you next time. And we put your website also in the chat so you guys can look him up. Great work. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. If you would like to participate on our weekly happy hour show, you can find a link to sign up in the description below. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel by clicking right here, and don't forget to click on the bell so you are notified every time we publish new videos. To watch the next episode of the Happy Hour, go ahead and click here.